Welcome back to Questing with ZenAdept. I'm playing Minecraft because 'tis the season to be jolly. And here's what we've been up to.
So my initial build, I thought I just dug into the mountain there, and the idea was sort of to have a bit of a cave, a dugout cave that you could just waterfall up to. This is nice and slow for your viewing pleasure. But yeah, this is sort of a carrot farm here. I'll just show you. Oh, falling in. Just dry off there. So anyway, this is my first little wheat farm. Well, it's not that little, but it's sort of like a custom birch forest. The idea originally was to have this whole sort of valley be a range of custom forests all from the base all through down that way. So this was the first one just because I wanted to get my breed going. But yeah, this is my little birch forest. Some custom trees and whatnot. So anyway, that leads to the base itself, which is up this way. Nothing too special on the outside so far, but I've done quite a bit on the inside. As you can see, I'm a bit of a cowboy, so I went with a bit of a hammock design for my bed, which I quite like. Sort of looks out over the lands, and here we've got our little campsite, little logs and campfire area where the bed is. This whole thing is sort of a dugout, sort of cave. As you can see, the logs are holding it up. And the idea was sort of to have a ruin in the cave at the back there that would become the rest of my base. It's changed a little bit now, but I'll get to that later. So yeah, let's have a look through. We've got the campsite, we've got my to-do board here, which was a bunch of ideas that are now invalid. And this is the wee kitchen, where we've got a little table. Just got our regular we've got our wheat barrel, our seeds barrel, and our naturals over here with a compost bin. A nice little kitchen here, which I enjoy cooking in my little kitchen. We've got our meat and our veggies and naturals over there. And this, I guess, is some kind of spatula. That's this side of the cave, nice and simple and easy. We've got this side of the cave. I'll show you the river really. The river was sort of just a bit of a cool little what have you here that goes down, and that was going to be a long river that went out to the forests. The serenity. Oh, as you can see, there's a bit of a reason why I have my hammock here with the nice view at sunset. Can have a wee kip on the hanging bed. Wake up, ready to go. And what have you. So, this side of the base is sort of where the magic happens. Got a cool little stone area here. Or smithing and stone making area. Unfortunately, I did take a bit out, so there's usually a lava. I filled this with a lava bucket so that this cauldron had lava in it. We got our smithing table and our anvil, our little collection area there for the cut rocks that are all stacked here. We've got some ores over here. Got my barrel of ores and got my forges just built in there. Over this side we've just got some simple storage, and moving our way down to this pretty cool workstation that I got going, sort of woodworking area. A couple of projects on the go on the table. And I just use this box for little bits and pieces I use often during the workshop process. Out the back here was going to be sort of the rest, the bigger next part of the build, if you know what I mean. This is my little library, and down here I have opened up a entrance to the nether, but so far all we've got is bloody the blackstone and basalt biome in the nether, so that was great. very scary and not a hell of a lot of blocks that I really need to progress the story at this stage. However, as we go this way, this leads down to the farm. I'll give you a wee... Oh, show you what I'm doing down there. So I've got a classic chicken farm here. I believe I just copied Wattle's chicken farm, but it's pretty standard. It's a lot of chicken farms out there on YouTube. I just got the pigs with a little mud pool here and some paper growing over there, and you know, your average cows and sheeps. Then I guess I've got another little thing to show you. So my closest village was a ways over that hill there. Took me a while, but I managed to get a couple back, and this is the first time I've ever really done a villager spawner. So I got two friends in here. Oh well. That'll do. So what happens is they sleep together, and their babies funnel down into this water system which totally works all the time. They keep getting stuck, but they're meant to just keep flowing down as I need them. Oh, and they come into here, which I've got. This just leads back up to the chicken farm, and once they're in here, I grab one of them, shut the rest in, and I should have bought my trolley to show you this part, but I'll just jump and run. So I ended up making it at least 100 blocks away. I was having trouble with them claiming different things, and in this room I chuck one in here and put a workstation and a bed down, and then you can just cycle the workstation back and forward. Every time it moves, they'll unattach to it if you're trying to cycle. And then once I've given them a job, I go another 100 blocks this way, and here's some fresh villagers who I've got going. They're all just hanging out in this great environment. Managed to get efficiency 5, some different books, but that really was just testing. It was my first go with villagers, and today, however, I classic ZenAdept decided that I don't want to live here anymore. I decided I got to move bases, so all this work in these villages, meh. I found my favourite biome, so I'm going to collect me donkey, collect all my things, and then we'll move on, and I'll show you what's going to happen next. Actually, I should probably add, this has been a really good spot. Like, I'm about 1,000 blocks out from spawn, and I just decided I like this area, and when I set out, luckily enough, underneath me here I covered up a bit of the holes. There is an abandoned mineshaft, so that's marked out here. My mine is all the way down there, but I got really lucky. I ended up having 5 spawns in this area. I've got a skelly spawner down here, I've got a zombie spawner right here, very close to the skelly. That marker there leads to another zombie spawner. Up there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but kind of on that cliff face there, where those up the top, right there is another marker that goes down to another spidey spawner. You should be able to see my lights there now. And around the corner, yet another spidey spawner. So this is a pretty awesome area. Really lucky for the RNG, if that's what you call that. So what I'm going to do is we are moving on from this area now, but this part right here that has the 5 spawners, I'm going to turn into a bit of a dungeon themed build eventually, and I think I might probably do it sort of Skyrim themed, sort of like a Skyrim barrow, and it'll have various different, you know, like frostbite spider room, giant spider, and all the spideys will be funneled into there, and then we'll have skeletons and zombies all throughout it and that kind of thing, so that I still come here to do my XP farming and my mob farming, but yeah, but this won't be the main base anymore. So anyway, moving on. So as I say, that was a little tour of my starter base, but now I am much more excited about our next plan. It's off to the new place, to the great beyond, and to the next base. Is it Boyo? Not far now. Ah, just through here. Welcome, Boyo, to your new home. Well, that's all she wrote. It was a bit of a journey, but we... Excuse me, Boyo, I'm talking. It was a bit of a journey, but we got here in the end. And I could not pass by this biome when I found it. It's one of my favourite biomes. I think Boyo. I think it's called the, it's like a smashed acacia biome. Not sure exactly what it's called, but it's very, very... Boyo, please. You're in the way. Not sure how many times I have to tell you. Anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. And, all steam ahead now for the... Let's just pretend he's not there. All steam ahead now for the Zen Paradise build, because this is going to be... Ooh, something. See you later. Roar. That was cool.
That was cool.